Well, I was first moved when I got out of boot camp over on Coronado Island, Tent City. And I spent about, I guess about 8 months there. And I got a chance to study a replica of all of our enemy airplanes. And we had those, copy of them in wood. And I've taught the new recruits that's coming in how to recognize an enemy airplane. The way we did it, I had a sheet stretched out with a big light behind it, and I'd get back there and take one of those wooden replicas and wave it around, and they'd tell me what kind of plane it was, where it was German or Jap or whatever. And so I taught that for about 8 months, and then they shipped me out, sent me over to Hawaii, and I was there about 2 or 3 weeks, and they picked all of us up and loaded us on ship. And they put me on APA 192. It was USS Rutland. And it was pretty much the leader of the group because we had a commodore aboard along with the captain. And after I'd been on, I was in, they put me to start with, when I got out of boot camp, into landing craft. Landing craft is small boats that's used to transport troops to the shore and supplies and ammunition and all that. And after I got aboard ship, I happened to be lucky enough to get added to the captain's gig. And I was on that from the time, from then on till as long as I was aboard ship. And whenever we got out, this ship that landed me on, it happened to be in a group that was headed for Iwo Jima. I don't know, I don't remember how many troop ships there was, but they were all loaded with Marines. We had no army at all. We had, that invasion was strictly Marines. And then we had escorts of 3 or 4 destroyers and a couple of battle wagons and a couple of aircraft carriers and all. That was our protection if we needed it. And we set sail right then for Iwo Jima without even looking back. And when we got there, they parked the ship, I guess about a half a mile away from the beach. And we got in there before daylight one morning. And we unloaded, and they unloaded all of the LCVPs. That was the ones that haul Marines and what all into the beach. They'd run in to hit the beach and drop the front of it and let them go, and then they'd back up and go back to the ship after another load. And on the gig, they used it for wave leader. We went in and carried in the first wave, and then we went back to the ship and got another wave and come on in. And as well as I remember, a wave was about 8 boats all loaded. And of course, each one of the ships, the troop transports, had their group just like we did.